Good afternoon, students. Paper number 688. And this 688, question number 66 onwards. Now in question number 66, tell me what is the answer you got. Now it is based on coded inequalities. Yes, tell me the choice. 5. Why it is 5? Now in which of the following expressions A lesser than C must be definitely true. At the same time, T not equals to U is also true, isn't it? Now 2 must happen. What are those 2? One is T should not be equals to U. At the same time, A must be lesser than C. Then coming to the first one, coming to the first, now the relation between A and C. If you observe here the relation between A and C, A greater than or equals to C, hence it cannot be lesser than, hence first conclusion is false. Then coming to the second one, and the second one, what is the conclusion we got here? T greater than U. As T is greater than U, here in the conclusion is given that T should not be equals to U. As T greater than U, is T equals to U? No, hence it is your answer or not. Next, coming to the second one, A lesser than C. Now in this one, A lesser than C is also true. Then what is your answer here? Only 2 follows. Here T should not be equals to U. I have proven a case wherein T is greater than U. As T greater than U is true, T not equals to U is also true. Done? And this is about question number 66. Then 67 onwards. Now question number 67. As what is information here? 67. Now 8 students P, Q, R, S, T, U, V and W attend seminar in the following months. Now some months were given. What are the months here? A, B, C, D in a calendar year. A followed by B, B followed by C, followed by D and so on. All these 4 A, B, C, D are in sequential order. Then whereas A and B attend have, the months where A and B attend have 31 days each, while the remaining 2 months have 30 each, isn't it? Now A, next one, and 2 different dates were also clearly given. What is the dates here? A 5th or 16th. Now A can A 5th and A 16. Next one B 5th and B 16. Next one C 5th and C 16. D 5th and D 16. Hence in total 8 persons. Now these 8 persons attend like this. Then now A and B, these 2 months is having 31 days and C and D is having 30 days, isn't it? Now that is what the information provided here. A and B 31 and 31 for these, and C and D and 30 and 30. These are the number of days. Then coming to condition number 1 here. In each one the seminar will be conducted on either 5th or 16th of a month. Not more than 2 have a seminar on the same month. Not more than 2 people have a seminar in the same month, and Q has attended the seminar on 16th of a month, which has only 30 days. Now this Q has attended only 30 days seminar, isn't it? That means now Q, where should this Q? Q can be here, that is one possibility. And what is the second possibility here? Q can be here, either in the month of C or in the month of D. Q has attended the seminar on 16th of a month, which has only 30 days. Only 3 friends have attended the seminar between Q and R. Now between Q and R, tell me how many persons? 3 persons. Here also between Q and R, there must be exactly 3 persons. 3 persons between Q and R. No one has attended the seminar between P and R. No one has attended the seminar between P and R means what are the different possibilities? P and R must be adjacent to each other. P can be either here or here, and similarly in this one also P can be here or here. No one has attended between P and R. Next one, P does not attend the seminar in B. As P does not attend the seminar in B, hence P cannot be at this place. As P cannot be here, hence where should this be? Now in the first case, P must be in the month of C, 5th of C. And in the second case, now this P must be in the first month A, that is P. P will be here. Done? Now P must be in this one. Next, only 2 friends have seminar between the seminars of P and T. Between P and T there must be exactly 2 people here. Now T is here. Now in this case, in the second case, T is here. S attend the seminar 1 of the days before T. S is 1 of the days before T. S is 1 of the days before T. And next one, both U and W attend the seminar on the same date. And U has attended the seminar before W. U and W, U is before this W, and both of them attend in the month, did not attend in the month of C. Now this U and W cannot be in the month of C. U and W cannot be in the month of C, but it is on the same date, and so where should this U? U is on 5th of B and U is on 5th of December. W will be here, U and W. Same date, but not in the month of C. But as in this one, 5th and 5th, these are the only two left over here. That means U must be on 5th of C, which is not possible. And the second case is completely ruled out. Now we are left with only the first case. Now in the first case, tell me who is the person left over here? V is the person left over. Done? Now this is how these 8 persons have attended the seminars on 8 different dates in 4 different months and 5th and 16th of each of these months. Now this is about question number 67 to 71. Done? Then next one, question number 72 onwards. Now 72 to 74, these 3 questions are based on directions. Yes, so how many of you had done this one, 72 to 74? Question number 72 to 74. Now we have dealt with these type of questions in our target mains exam, isn't it? Target mains classes. Vinnara ledha appudu? Target mains completely, one complete day we have discussed only these ratios. Then now 72 to 74. Now J is 8 meters to the south of point K. Now these type of questions will definitely, there is every chance of getting these type of questions in your PO Type 2 examination. A small set for either 2 marks or 3 marks will be given on directions for 3 marks. Now this is what the difficulty level in this one. Now this J. J is 8 meters to the south of K. J is 8 meters to the south of K. Now first let us represent this one. J is 8 meters to the south of K. If K is like this, K is here. Now this J is how many meters? J is 8 meters. Now this J is 8 meters to the south of K. 8 meters to the south of K. And K which is 5 meters. K which is 5 meters to the east of M. Now this K itself is 5 meters to the east of M, means M is somewhere here. Now the distance between these two is 5 meters. K which is 5 meters to the east of M. Next one, K divides MP, straight line in the ratio of 1:2 from M to P clearly given. From M to P, this K is dividing the line of M to P in the ratio of 1:2. M is to K is 5, hence K is to P must be how much? K is to P must be 10, isn't it? K to P it must be 10. Then only the distance. Now this K divides the line M and P in the ratio of 1:2 starting from M, isn't it? Starting from M to T, from M to P clearly given. That means the direction is given. And R is 5 meters to the west of Q. Whatever this R is 5 meters to the west of Q. R is 5 meters to the west of Q. As of now, we do not have any information this one. And R is 5 meters to the west of Q. Q which is 6 meters to the south of P. Now this Q is how many meters? 6 meters. Now this Q is 6 meters. 6 meters to the south of what? South of P. At 6 meters. Now this R is how many meters? R is 5 meters. R is 5 meters. Now this R is 5 meters. Now we do not know the direction between K and P. K and P is 10 meters. But whereas now the distance between S and Q is not clearly given. R is 5 meters, isn't it? Now this R is 5 meters and this will be R, and this is how much? R is 5 meters. Now R is 5 meters to the west of Q. R is 5 meters to the west of Q, and Q which is 6 meters to the south of P. South of P point, N is 5 meters to the east of J. N is 5 meters to the east of J means N is here. N is how many meters? 5 meters. Now the distance between these two is 5. Now total 10 out of which Q and R is 5, J and N is 5, isn't it? And N is 5 meters. N is 5 meters to the east of J. R divides L N. Now this R is dividing the line L and N, straight line in the ratio of 3:2 from L to N. From L to N it is dividing the ratio of 3:1. As it is dividing L and N in the ratio of 3:1, 3:1. Now so this is 6 meters, and the total is how many meters? 8 meters. Now this 8 meters should be divided in the ratio of 3:1. That means L is somewhere here, isn't it? As L is here, L to R, the distance is 6, R to N, the distance is 2. Now this R divides the line Ln in the ratio of 3:1 from L to N. Are you following this one or not? And the total length is 8 meters, L to R is 6 meters, R to N is 5 meters and 2 meters. The next one. And point L is 10 meters to the west of H. L is 10 meters to the west of H. And this L is 10 meters to the west of H. As of now, the distance between K and L is 5. L and P is 5, another 5. Now this L is 10 meters to the west of H. As L is 10 meters to the west of H and H will be somewhere here. Now the distance between P and H is 5 meters. L is 10 meters to the west of H and point G is to the south of H. H and to the east of N. And G is to the south of H and east of N, hence G is here. Now this is south and this is east, isn't it? Now tell me what is the distance between N and G? N and G, the distance is 10 meters, isn't it? N and G, the distance is how much? 10 meters. Total is 10 meters. Then H and G is how much? H and G is 8 meters. H and G is 8 meters. Point S divides G and straight line. G and N straight lines, S divides G and N straight line in the ratio of 1:4 from G to N. From G to N, now this S is dividing in the ratio of 1:4. 1:4, the total length is 10. Now this 10 must be divided in the ratio of 1:4. And this S to G is how much? 2. And S to G is 2, isn't it? Now this is 2. And this is where S is. Now the distance is 2. And this will be 8 meters. Done with this? Now this is the diagram. Now go through the information diagram once again. Now let us cross check this one once again. J is 8 meters to the south of K. Now see here, J is 8 meters to the south of K or not? J is 8 meters to the south of K. K which is 5 meters to the east of M. K is 5 meters to the east of M. Next one. K divides MP straight line in the ratio of 1:2 from M to P. From M to P, what is the distance here? Now the total distance is 15, 5 plus 10, 15. Now this K divides in the ratio of 1:2, M to K is 5 and K to P is 10. And the ratio is 15 meters. And K divides MP straight line. K divides MP straight line in the ratio, line in 1:2 ratio from M to P. And R. R is 5 meters to the west of Q. R is 5 meters to the west of Q. Now R is 5 meters to the west of Q. Q which is 6 meters to the south of P. Q is 6 meters to the south of P. And N is 5 meters to the east of J. N is 5 meters to the east of J. Now the distance between J and N is 5 meters. And R divides L in straight line in the ratio of R divides L and N straight line in the ratio of 3:1. And L to R it is 6, R to N it is 2. And the total distance is 8, 3:1 from L to N. And L is 10 meters. L is 10 meters to the west of H. L is 10 meters to the west of H. Now between P and H 5, L and P 5, 5 plus 5, 10. And L is 10 meters to the west of H. And G is to the south of H. G is to the south of H and to the east of N. S divides G and straight line in the ratio of 1:4 from G to N. From where? From G to N. G nunchi N'ki రావాలి అటు నుంచి then it will be 1:4. And that direction is very, very important. Done with this? Then coming to question number 72. Now in this 72, R is approximately at what distance? Now we need to discuss about this R. R is approximately at what distance and in which direction with respect to S. Now with respect to S, now we need to find out R and S. Now tell me what is the distance here? Now the distance between R is approximately what distance with respect to S? S is here. From S if you observe here, now the distance, what is the distance here? 8 meters. Now this is how much? This is 2 meters. Hence 8 square plus 2 square. 8 square plus 2 square is how much? 68 under root. 68 under root will be around some 8 meters approximately. Hence the word approximately is used here. Now this is the direction of R, and R is in which direction here? North and west, northwest, and 8 meters northwest, that is given in choice 4. 72 it is choice 4. Then coming to 73. Now 73, a man started walking from point A he walked 7 meters. Now, see this is again, now this much length is the question of this one, isn't it? Now, a man started walking from point A. As of now, we do not have any information where this A is. Now, the direction is also not clearly specified. Whether this man started towards east or west or north or south, that information is not given. Hence, whenever the direction is not given, then how to work out this one? Earlier, we have discussed about that one, isn't it? You can take any direction. First, for our comparison, you need to take any direction. Then, how to take this one? Any direction here? In the case of comparison, now let us take a man started walking from point A. This is A. If this is A, and from here first he walked how many meters? 7 meters. 7 meters, though the direction is not given, first we are taking it as north. Okay? Then a man started walking from point A, he walked 7 meters, then took a right turn and walked for how many meters? 5 meters. Now he took a right turn and walked for 8 meters from here, right hand side 8 meters. Then took a left turn again and walked for 4 meters, left hand side 4 meters. Then he turned to the left and walked towards west. Then he turned left. Now this person has turned towards left hand side, and finally this person is moving towards which direction? What is in the investigation? And finally this person is walking towards west. But whereas now we got that this person is facing towards north. Are you following this one or not? Now here is given that this person is finally facing towards west is given. But whereas now in this operation finally what happened here? Finally according to our problem this person is facing towards, moving towards north. As this person started towards north, finally this person is moving towards north. Finally according to the problem this person has to move towards west, and initially he has to start towards which direction? West only. And this is how you have to relate these two, analogy type. First initially you can take any direction, then start comparing the first one and the last one, because finally he will give one other direction. If this person started towards north, finally we got that towards north. But as according to the problem this person has to start towards west, isn't it? That means this person has to move towards west only. Clear now? Then, and he walked 5 meters and reached point V. Then finally he walked towards west. Towards west, he walked for 5 meters and reached point V. Now finally this person has towards west, he travelled 5 meters and reached point V. V which is exactly between R and L, isn't it? Now this V is exactly between what? V is exactly between R and L. As V is exactly between R and L, now there is a small relation between these two. V is exactly between what? V is exactly between R and L. As V is exactly between R and L, tell me what is the distance between these two? Now what is the distance exactly between? The total distance between R and L is 6 meters. Out of which exactly between is nothing but this must be 5 meters. Isn't this is V? And so what is the distance between L and R? L and R it will be 3 meters. Isn't it? L and R it will be 3 meters, and again, and R and V again it must be 3 meters. Saripenda? Now finally this person is pointing at V. Now this V. Now again let's back to the previous question here. Now first initially we got that this person has travelled towards which direction? West together. Now a person started walking from point A, this is A. First he travelled towards west and he walked for 7 meters and took a right turn and walked for 5 meters. Then now he took a right turn and walked for 8 meters, and then took a left turn and walked for 4 meters, and walking towards west. And walked 4 meters. Then he turned to the left and walking towards west. Now this person is moving towards left. That means this person is finally moving towards west or not? Because initially he started towards west, finally he is moving towards west. And he walked for 5 meters. How many meters this person has travelled? 5 meters. And 5 meters and reached to point V. Now this is V. Clear? If this is V, now we need to work out from V onwards. Now if you need to work out from V onwards, tell me what is the different possibilities. V is here. Now we are moving in the reverse order. V to right hand side 5, isn't it? Now I am moving in this. Then right hand side 4. Now from here how much distance this person has to travel? 4 meters. Now as of now between these two places V and R it is 3. Now it will be 4. From 4, next one this person has to travel towards west. How many meters? 8 meters. From here 8 meters, this is 5 and this is another 3, 8 meters, isn't it? After this 8 meters, this person has to travel 5 meters. Now this is 8, then 5 meters down, isn't it? As this person 5 meters down, now from here to here it is 2 meters, out of which here this is 1 is left over, hence this must be 1, isn't it? Now in this one, this person has to travel 5 meters, 1 is already covered here, 4 is left over, and from here, this person has to travel how many meters? 7 meters. Now this person 7 meters. Earlier he has traveled 8 meters, now this person has traveled 7 meters. Now finally this person is here. Then what is the question here? Then what is the distance? Then point A is approximately at what distance and in which direction with respect to n. Now with respect to n, we need to find out A. Yes, where is A here? And this is A, isn't it? Ide kada A last law. Finally 7 meters towards A. Then tell me what is the answer here? Now we need to find out the distance. What is the distance between these two? Now the distance between these two is, total is 5, out of which 1 already covered here, hence vertical direction is 4, isn't it? Then what is the horizontal direction here? Vertical direction is 4. Now this horizontal direction is also 4, isn't it? Hence 4 square plus 4 square. What is 4 square plus 4 square? That is 32. And 32 is approximately equals to 6 meters. And 6 meters, and finally A is towards which direction? From this one south and east to southeast, and 6 meters southeast to choice 1. Done? Then this is about question number 73. Then question number 74. Now in this question number 74, a man started walking from point D, which is in line, horizontal or a vertical direction with respect to Q. Now with respect to Q, now this D is either horizontal or in the vertical direction. Either this. Now a man started walking from point D, which is in line with the horizontal or vertical direction with the Q. Now if you take Q here, then this person, a man started walking from point D. D is in line with the Q. Now D is in line with the Q. If you take D is here, now this person D is moving in a horizontal or vertical direction with respect to Q. He walked for 8 meters. Now first initially this person has walked for 8 meters from this point. First he walked for 8 meters. Then he took a left hand and walked for 15 meters. Left hand side 15 meters and took a left turn. Now after the words he took a left turn. Now he walked for 6 meters. Now left hand side he walked for 6 meters. He took a left turn again and walked for 10 meters. From here this person has covered 10 meters. And finally he took a right turn and walked for 2 meters. Now 6 plus 2, this is 6 and this is 2, total equals to this 8 and 2 meters to reach point N, isn't it? N to reach point N. Then which is the third point he reached from the starting in his walking, isn't it? What is the direction here? Finally, what is the distance between N and the initial point? Only 5 meters is the distance, isn't it? Now this distance must be 5. Now as this distance is 5, now tell me how to represent this one in this diagram. Now the distance is 5 in this one. As tell me what is the answer here? Now question number 78. Now initially this person is in line with the Q, either horizontal or vertical direction, isn't it? Either horizontal or vertical direction is given. Now first initially this person has traveled towards which direction here? And top 8 meters, isn't it? As top 8 meters here. Then now this D is either horizontal or vertical direction with respect to this point Q. Now if you take this D is here, isn't it? If D is here, then a man started walking from point D, which is in line, he walked for 8 meters. First he traveled for how many meters? 8 meters. 8 meters means, tell me, first he reaches to Q, next to P, next to L, isn't it? Now first he reaches 8 meters to P, because the distance between K and J is 8 and this distance D and P is also 8. Then he walked for 8 meters, then he turned left and walked for 15 meters. From here 15, this is 5 plus 5, 10, 10 plus 5, 15, that means finally this person has come to this place, 15. Then left turn. Now he walked for 6 meters, he took a left turn. Now from here he turned towards 6 direction. That means according to this R, 6 meters left hand side, and he walks 10 meters, finally 10 meters. Now this person has reached this point R, isn't it? Starting at D, reached to P, L, K, M, again to R. Then finally he took a right turn and walked for 2 meters to reach N. From here, now finally 2 meters to reach point N. Tell me whether finally reached to point N or not. Hence initially this person is moving towards which direction? Vertical direction from point D. Then, and which is the third point he reached from the starting point in his walking? Yes, first point is Q, second is P, and the third one is L. And the third point he reached in this process is L. L, that is given in choice 2. Clear now? Write down this one. After going to your home, work out this one on your own without seeing the solution. Okay, then only you can able to interact with these questions, because these questions midway they are giving some conditions, isn't it? Now question number 73 and 74, if you observe here, there are separate conditions were given. As separate conditions were given, then now in these separate conditions, hence we have to write those one separately and we have to include that one into the main figure. Okay? Then. And question number 75 to 79. Clear now? Now in general, and in fact, these 3 questions were earlier given in one of the examination, original questions this. Recently, way back in 2017, he has given this model. Then 75 to 79. As question number 75 to 79, as how many of you had done this one, 75 to 79, completed? Question number 75 to 79, these questions comes under which category? Blood relations. How many persons are there? 8 persons. Eight persons seated around a circular table. And who are those persons? J to Q are the 8 persons seated around a circular table facing the center, not necessarily in the same order. Now information clearly specified, all these persons are facing towards the center only, isn't it? Now these persons, 8 persons are facing towards the center. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. Then only one person sits between Q's mother and N. Now between Q's mother and N, how many persons are there? There is exactly one person between Q's mother and N. Now Q's mother and N, as these persons are facing towards the center, now we need to fix one other person N. As N is here, then where should this Q? Q's mother can be either left hand side or right hand side. And how many possibilities do we have? We have some 2 possibilities, isn't it? Now we have some 2 possibilities, Q's mother and this one, and Q's mother. And in one of the possibilities, Q's mother is here. And what is the next possibility we have? Now in the next possibility, right hand side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If N is here, now Q's mother is here. Done? Q's mother and N. And only one person sits between Q's mother and N. Only one person between P and Q. One person between P and Q, as of now we do not know where this P and Q is, hence we cannot take this one. Only one person sits between J and O. J and O, there is no information. M's daughter sits second to the right of O. Now M is having a daughter. Clear? Now M's daughter is seated second to the right of O. Now M's daughter. Now M is here. M is having a daughter. Now that M's daughter sits second to the right of O. Now in this one M is here. Now this M is having a daughter, isn't it? M's daughter. And only one person sits between Q's mother and N. Now this Q is having a mother, isn't it? Q is having a mother. Q is having a mother. Only one person between P and Q. Only one person sits between J and O. M is having a daughter and sits second to the right of O. As M is having a daughter, sits second to the right of O, O cannot be the daughter of M, isn't it? O cannot be the daughter of M. And next one, only one person between Q's mother and N, and so Q's mother cannot be N. Are you following this one or not? Q's mother cannot be N. The next one, M's daughter sits second to the right of O. P is the mother of L. Yes, so whatever this P is the mother of L. P is the mother of L. K sits second to the left of Q's husband. Now K sits second to the left of Q's husband means this Q is a female and married to, isn't it? Married to her husband. Now K sits second to the left of Q's husband. And so K cannot be Q's husband. Are you following this one or not? K cannot be Q's husband. N is not an immediate neighbor of P and no female sits adjacent to K. Q's brother M. Now this Q is having a brother. Now this Q is having a brother M. Q is having a brother M, wife, mother, isn't it? Q's brother M sits to the immediate left of Q's mother and Q's mother. O is a sister of P. Now O is a sister of P clearly given. O is a sister of P. O is a sister of P. J is the father of P. And this J is the father of these two persons P and O. Isn't it? J is the father of P. Next one. J is the father of P. What is the next information here? O is not adjacent to Q's husband. As O is not adjacent to Q's husband, now J, P and O were there. Now M is the brother of whom? M is the brother of Q. Isn't it? As M is the brother of Q, M is the brother of Q. And tell me where should this Q? Now Q and M. N is not an immediate neighbor. Q neighbor of P. No female sits adjacent to K. Q's brother M. Now Q is having a brother M. As Q is having a brother M, tell me where should this Q and M be? And Q's brother M. As Q is having a brother M, then and Q's husband. O is not adjacent to Q's husband. One person is between Q's mother and N. Now this Q is a mother having N, but not N. One person between P and Q, isn't it? Next one person between J and O. M's daughter sits second to the right of O. P is the mother of L. Now P is the mother of L. K sits second to the left of Q's husband. K is seated second to the left of Q's husband. And N is not an immediate neighbor of P. No female is adjacent to K. Q is having a brother M. Now this Q is having a brother M. Now I am taking this one separately. And Q is having a brother M. And Q is having a wife as well. Isn't it? Now this Q is having a mother as well. Isn't it? Now this Q and M is having a mother. Mother is there. As mother is there, then M is having a daughter. Are you following this one or not? As M is having a daughter, now tell me how many persons were involved in this one. Now the number of persons in the second diagram, if you observe here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, isn't it? 5 persons were there. In the first diagram, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 persons were there. If you take these two separately, then we are having some 9 persons, but we should have only 8 persons. That means one person must be common between these two. Yes, so who is the person that can be common? Isn't it? And at the same time, and J is the father of P. J is the father of P, O is not adjacent to Q's husband. Then tell me, no, this Q is here, M and Q are like this. Now this Q is married to whom? Q is married, Q is having a wife. As Q is having a wife, Q, O is not adjacent to Q's husband. Now Q's brother M. Now Q is brother M. M sits to the immediate left of Q's mother. Then what is the gender of this Q? Q is a male. As Q is a male, then tell me where can this Q be? No? Q female. Why Q is a female? Q's husband. Now Q is there, Q's husband is also there. As Q's husband is there, Q is a female. As Q is a female, then tell me where can we fix this one? This person is a male. Isn't it? That means Q and M. M is a male. Q and M are siblings to each other. And now in this generation we should have how many persons? Now Q, M. Now if you take these 3 persons, can we have these 3 persons in the first generation along with J? No. Q's mother, N. Where it is given? Not N. Q's mother and N. That means Q's mother is not N. Clear? Now tell me where can we take this J here? Now J is here. Now if you take J at this place, now J is a male, J is a male, and now J's wife is there Q, because now this Q cannot come into the second generation. Why Q cannot come into the second generation? Because this P and O. Now this P and O are what? P and O are females. As P and O are females, now this Q cannot be married to with this P and O. Are you following this one or not? Because Q is a female. As Q is a female, cannot be married with P and O. Hence, Q cannot comes into the second generation, hence Q must be into along with J. If J is here, J and Q, now P and O were there, isn't it? Now J and Q and P and O and L is here, then now what is the other information here? Q and M. Now Q is here, now Q is having a brother, and who is a brother here? M. And Q and M is having a mother as well, mother is here. Now check out the total number of people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 persons were done. Now we are left with one more person. And who is that person here? M. Where is M here? M is having a daughter. M is having a daughter. Saripendra diagram. Now tell me how many persons were there? J and Q are married. Q is having brother M and Q and M is having a mother. Next one, P and O are the children of this J, isn't it? And P is the mother of N. And this is what the information we have. Now let us rewrite this one in our diagram. Now tell me, yes, what is the final we have? Finally we have J. J is here, isn't it? Now the J is married to whom? J is married to one person, and who is that person? చెప్పండి ఇంత డయాగ్రామ్ ఏమైనా చేశారా గుర్తుందా లేదా? Yes, J is married to Q and Q is having a brother and Q is having a brother. Now J is married to Q. Now this J is married to Q and Q is having a brother M, isn't it? Now Q is a female and J is a male, M is a male, isn't it? Next one, now this Q and M is having a mother, isn't it? As this mother. Next one, this J and Q and M is having a daughter. M is having a daughter, isn't it? As M is having a daughter, then this O and P are the, O is a female and P is a female and P is the mother of whom? P is the mother of L. Now this is the final arrangement. Now how many persons are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 persons were there. Done? As 8 persons were there. Now as of now tell me who are the persons left over? K is one, N is the other left over. And out of this the very first information states that, what is the first information here? Q's mother is not N, isn't it? Now Q's mother is not N. As Q's mother is not N, hence N is the daughter of M and whatever this one, and K is the person left over and K is the mother of both Q and M. Saripendra? K is the mother of both Q and M. Then coming to this one. Q is the mother of both N and M. Then only one person sits between Q's mother and N. Now Q's mother and N, there is exactly one person. Now tell me who is Q's mother here? Q's mother is K. Only one person between Q and K. Hence K can be here or K can be here, isn't it? Q's mother. And only one person between P and Q. As only one person between P and Q, only one person between Q and the mother of N, Q's mother and N, Q's mother is K. And only one person sits between P and Q. One person between P and Q. Only one person between J and O. M's daughter sits second to the right of O. M's daughter sits second to the right of O. Who is M's daughter here? N. N sits second to the right of O. As N sits second to the right of O, tell me where should this N be? This N sits second to the right of whom? Second to the right of O. As N is seated second to the right of O, hence O must be here, isn't it? N is seated second to the right of O means O must be here. If O is here, then whatever this one, and N's mother K is here. The first case is ruled out because K cannot be to the left hand side of N. K must be right hand side. As K is right hand side, finally this is the case we have. Then O is here. Now between J and O, there is exactly one person between J and O, isn't it? As there is exactly one person between J and O, O is here, J must be here. There is exactly one person between J and O. Now only one person between Q's mother and N, Q's mother is K, N and K there is one person, K is a female, isn't it? And only one person sits between P and Q. Between P and Q we must have exactly one person between P and Q, one person between P and Q. One person between J and O. J and O, J is a male and O is what? O is a female, one person between J and O. M's daughter is N, sits second to the right of O. N's daughter N, isn't it? Now M's daughter is N sits second to the right of O. P is the mother of L. K sits second to the left of Q's husband. K sits second to the left of Q's husband. Who is Q's husband? J. K sits second to the left of J. That information is not at all required because we have already got that one. And next one, N is not an immediate neighbor of P. As N is not an immediate neighbor of P, P cannot be in these two places. As P cannot be here, no female is seated adjacent to K, and the persons who are the persons adjacent to K are males. Now what about this P? P must be either here or here. And what is the gender of this P? P is a female. As P is a female, and P cannot be in between J and K, isn't it? In the clockwise direction. Hence, where should this P? Now P must be here. As P is here, now one person between P and Q, then what is the gender of this Q? Q is a female. As Q is a female, Q cannot be here, that person must be a male. Hence Q is here and this person is a female. Done with this? N, Q, O, P, and P is again a female, and J. Now we are left with the remaining two. No female sits adjacent to K, and Q's brother M sits to the immediate left of Q's mother. Who is Q's mother? K. Now this brother M sits to the immediate left of whom? M is to the immediate left of mother. If M is here, then tell me who is the person left over? L. Hence L must be at this place. Done? Yes, what is the final order here? The final order is N, Q, O, P, J, L, K and M. Done? And this is again for revision. ఇంట్లో వెళ్ళి మళ్ళీ ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయాలి మీరు ఇది. Because the first thing what you need to identify is how to form this diagram, isn't it? Now, unlike the previous set of questions, in the earlier set of questions we have worked out these two simultaneously, but as here no definite information is given according to this one, isn't it? Hence we have directly opted for this diagram. Okay? And there is no blueprint whether to first draw the family tree or first to draw the circular arrangement, isn't it? According to that information, there itself we have to finalize that information. First diagram ki vellala, circular arrangement ki vellala, family tree ki vellala, akkada information prakaram manam decide chesukovali, isn't it? Because most of the students will ask the same doubt. Sir, first to draw the diagram or the circular arrangement or the family tree, isn't it? Here most of the information is about family tree, hence we have opted for this one. In some of the cases what happens here, both can be interchangeably be given. Then we have to work out these two simultaneously. Done? And this is about question number 76 to 80. As 77 to 79. As question number 80. As completed writing this one. Then question number 80 in this. Each odd digit in the number, is it required? 5263187, 5263187. Then is substituted by the next higher digit. Each odd is next higher digit. Each odd is next higher. This is 6 and this is 4, this is 2 and this will be 8. And an even digit is subtracted by the previous, and even digit is previous lower digit. And even digit is substituting the previous. Substituting the previous means this will be 1, this will be 5, this will be 7. Then what is, which of the following will be the third digit from the left hand? Third digit N. So obtain a rearrange in ascending order. Ascending order means the least one is 1, next one is 2, next one will be 4. 4 is the answer choice 2. Done with this? Then question number 81 to 85. Now in this 81 to 85, now just 2 days ago we had discussed about that reverse syllogisms and in that tick cross method, isn't it? Now in this one, now let us check out once again that tick cross method. Why? Because now in the reverse syllogism for each and every choice you have to draw a separate diagram, which is not really possible, isn't it? Whenever there is a possible conclusion is there, then we have to draw the diagram. But with definite conclusions we can able to sort out this one. As what is the theory part we have discussed about this one? Now in the, all, yes, what happened to this all? Now in this one, all ASRBs if you take here, just keep it a remainder here, all ASRBs and some ASRBs. How many statements do we have? We have some just 4 statements, all ASRBs, some ASRBs and no ASB, and next one some ASR not base. Now these are the 4 statements we have. As 4 statements we have, now we need to discuss about the tick and cross. What do you mean by the tick? Tick means definitely concluded. Cross means we cannot say anything about that one. We are not 100% sure. Wherever this is tick, it is concluded. Now all A service, A is tick, B is cross, some A service, both are cross and cross, no A is B, tick, and this is cross and tick. Isn't it? Just remember this one. And the first statement, the first rule states that in order to draw a conclusion, we need to have two premises. Two premises is nothing but two statements. Now in these two statements, how many words will be there? 4 words will be there. Isn't it? One subject predicate in total will have some 4. And among those 4, we should have only 3 different terms. What do you mean by term? 4 words were there. Or else if you take for example, some toy is child, all child is man. Hence how many statements? 2 statements are there. How many words are there? Toy, child, man. 4 words were there. Now among these 4, there are only 3 different words. What are those 3? Toy, child, and man. That means one word is common between these 2. Hence we should have a common term. Common term or the middle term. Isn't it? Unless and otherwise a middle term is there, we cannot able to derive the conclusion because there is no word in order to connect these 2 statements. This middle term will act as a bridge between these 2, connect these 2 statements. And in order to connect these 2 statements, we need to have a link between these 2. And which creates that link? The middle term creates that link. Hence we need to have a middle term first. Middle term should be present. At the same time, middle term should be distributed. As don't write anything, just remember this one. Middle term should be distributed means now on that middle term there should be a tick. Then only we can derive a conclusion. చెప్పండి conclusion ఎప్పుడు వస్తుంది? మనకి 4 wordsలో 3 different words ఉండాలి అంటే ఒక మిడిల్ టర్మ్ అయితే డెఫినెట్గా ఉండాలి. మిడిల్ టర్మ్ నెత్తిన ఒక టిక్ అయితే ఉండాలి. అప్పుడే మనకు ఒక conclusion వస్తుంది. Done? Fine. Then forget about this one. Then coming to this first case. Now in this conclusion, some toy is man, some man is not doll. Now it is a negative conclusion. First, let us finalize this negative conclusion here. Now in order to have negative conclusion, we need to have a negative statement, isn't it? As a negative statement is there, all child, where is the negative statement here? No girl is a doll. Now this is the negative statement. Yes, listen this very carefully. No girl is a doll, and now in the conclusion we should have a doll. That means this doll must be as it is, it should be present. And again in another statement, we should have a relation between girl and man, because man should come, girl should go, because the middle term should not present in the conclusion. The middle term should be present in the statements, it should be distributed once, and it should not be present in the conclusion. Done? Then, now in this one, no girl is doll. Now doll is here, it must be present as it is. Now girl is here, and girl should go, and man should come. Now statement between man and a girl. Is there any statement between man and a girl? Yes, the third statement. Third statement. Hence by combining 3 and 4, let us check out whether are we getting the answer or not. 3 and 4. Now man is girl, this is cross and cross. No girl is doll, tick and tick, isn't it? Middle term is girl, middle term girl distributed in the no girl is doll. Hence we can able to derive the conclusion. What is the conclusion here? Man and doll is here, cross and tick. Cross and tick you will get only in some not. Hence some man is not doll. Are we getting the answer or not? Then hence second conclusion we can able to derive with the help of the third and the fourth statements. Then coming to the first one, first conclusion, some toy is man. Toy child is there. Now toy should be present as it is. Now child should go and man should come. Statement between child and man. Now all child is man. Hence then we can able to combine these. Then if you combine these, this is cross and cross, this is tick and cross, middle term distributed. Hence we can able to derive the conclusion. Now cross and cross, where can we get cross and cross? Only some. Hence some toy is man is also true. Hence what is your answer? 1 is the answer. Done with this? Then this is about question number 81. Then coming to question number 82. Now in this 82, some yellow is red, some red is white. Yellow is red and red is white. Now first white is here. Is any white? As white is here. White, that means white should present, red should, and white and violet. Violet should go and red should come. Violet should go and red should come. Hence now a statement between violet and red. Do we have a statement with violet and red or not? Undale, the second statement is violet and red, some violet is red. Isn't it? Some violet is red. Now we need to combine these two. Now tell me, are we getting the answer or not? Why? Indikku the answer. then tick and cross, and cross, tick, and this is cross and cross. Now if you check out this middle term is violet, but the violet is not distributed at least once, hence we cannot get the conclusion, hence first choice is ruled out. Done? ఫస్ట్ మనకి ఇక్కడ ఇది కావాలి కదమ్మా, మిడిల్ టర్మ్ వైలెట్, మిడిల్ టర్మ్ డిస్ట్రిబ్యూట్ అవ్వాలా? రెడ్ క్రాస్ వైట్ క్రాస్, మిడిల్ టర్మ్ డిస్ట్రిబ్యూట్ అవ్వకుండా మనం కన్క్లూజన్ డ్రా చేయాలి. మిడిల్ టర్మ్ అందుకే ఫస్ట్ వైలెట్ మనకి ఎప్పుడు ఏం రావాలి, టిక్ అయితే రావాలి. దెన్ నో ఆల్ డయాగ్రామ్ డ్రా చేస్తా చూడండి. ఆల్ వైట్ ఈజ్ వైలెట్, దిస్ ఈజ్ వైట్ అండ్ దిస్ విల్ బి వైలెట్, అండ్ all white is violet, some violet is red, some violet and red ఇలా రాసుకున్నాం. దెన్ కెన్ యూ డిరైవ్ ద కంక్లూజన్ బిట్వీన్ రెడ్ అండ్ వైట్ వస్తుందా మనకి? రావట్లేదు. ఎందుకు రావట్లేదు చెప్పండి? దెర్ ఈజ్ నో లింక్ బిట్వీన్ దీస్ టూ. ఆ లింక్ ఉండాలంటే డిస్ట్రిబ్యూట్ అవ్వాలి. దెన్ హెన్స్ యాజ్ ఎ మిడిల్ టర్మ్ ఈజ్ నాట్ డిస్ట్రిబ్యూటెడ్ హియర్, now this is tick, cross and cross, middle term violet not distributed, hence no conclusion can be drawn with the help of choice 1. Done? Then coming to choice 2. Now in choice 2, if you observe here, now all white is black. White must be as it is, black should go, red should come. Now statement between black and red, as there is a statement between black and red. Now by combining these two, white is tick, black is cross, black is tick, red is cross. Now check out middle term black distributed, hence we can able to, avaledu ayipoyindi kada. And isn't it middle term black distributed, hence the conclusion all white is red. As all white is red is true, some red is white is also true. Then from all we can able to derive the conclusion, hence some red is violet is true. Then what is the next one here? Hence we got this some red is white. For next one some yellow is red. Now we need to identify between yellow and red. Now yellow and red, if you observe here, some red is violet is here, all violet is yellow. Then if you combine these two, this is cross and cross, and this is tick and cross, middle term violet distributed, isn't it? Hence the conclusion some red and violet, some yellow is red, that is definitely true. And so what is your answer here? Only 2 follows, isn't it? Is done? Now this is about question number 82. Then 83. Now some air is system, some road is control. Air system, road control. Air is control. If you check out here, middle term control not distributed, hence first choice is ruled out. Then coming to the second one, some air is road, all road is idea. That means road is middle term distributed, some air is idea, but as here some air is system. Air and system there is no, isn't it? There is no middle term between these two. Now some idea is traffic is system, traffic distributed. Idea and system we have a conclusion, but whereas air and system we cannot able to derive, and second choice is also ruled out. Then coming to the third one, now in the third one all air is road, some air. Now air distributed here, and middle term distributed cross and cross, this is cross and cross, and some road is traffic, isn't it? Some road is traffic. Next one, what is the other statement here? Then all air is control, air is here, all traffic is here, and control is here. Control should be as it is present here, traffic should go, and air should and traffic should go, and road should come. Traffic and road, there must be a statement between traffic and road. Yes, tell me, is there any statement between traffic and road? Yes, traffic and road statement leda? No sir. In the with the help of the first two, what is the conclusion we are getting here? Some road is traffic, some traffic is control, isn't it? Some road is traffic, all traffic is control, some traffic is control. Road is control vastunda leda? Now with the help of the first two, what is the final conclusion are we getting here? ఈ రెండు తీసుకోండి, ఈ రెండిట్లతో మనకి ఏమొస్తుంది conclusion? All air is road, air is tick, road is cross, air is cross, and traffic is cross. Now with the help of this one, all air is middle term distributed, avuna kada, and some road is traffic vachindi manaki. Some road is traffic is what the conclusion I got with the help of the first two statements, and at the same time all traffic is control, all traffic is control. All traffic is control. All traffic is control. Now, sir. Now this is the third statement, this is the conclusion I got with the help of the first two statements. Then if I combine these two, this is cross and cross, this is tick and cross, middle term T distributed, and some road is control, some road is control, and that is the second conclusion. Then after the second conclusion, then coming to the first conclusion, as what is the first? Some air is system. All air is road is there, isn't it? All air is there, and some air is, all traffic is control. All air is road, all traffic is control, then all air is road, some air is traffic. Then what is the conclusion I got? All air is, some road is traffic. Inte kada vachindi manaki with the help of the first two, some air is traffic. And next one, all traffic is control. All traffic is control means traffic gone, and some road is control. If some road is control and all control is system, all control is system, then and this C and C were crossed, and some road or system. Some road or system, isn't it? Some road or system, and at the same time some system is idea. All traffic is control, all air is road. Hence with the help of this one, all air is road, air and road, hence with the help of these two we are getting the second one. Done? Now here in order to get the first conclusion we need to combine all the three statements. Statements anni kalpalsi vastundi. Then 84, then question number 84. Some B is E, some J is F. All F is E, some F is J. Now F is a middle term distributed, some E is J. Some E is J, all J is B. All J is B, some B is D. Now if you combine this one, all F is E, next one some F is J, some F is J, next one all J is B, all J is B, and some B is D, some B is D, and all D is C, all D is C, isn't it? Now this is tick, this is cross, and this is cross and cross, isn't it? And with the help of the first two, are we getting the answer or not? Middle term distributed and some ERJ. Some ERJ is there, and all J is B, J and G will be cross, and some J E is B. Some E is B, some B is E is one and the same. Some B is E. Then after this some B is E, then now we have some J and F. Now between J and F, some F is J, which implies that some J is F is also true. Clear now? Hence by combining the first and the second, the conclusion with the third statement, we are getting the second conclusion, and the next one is definitely true. And this is about question number 84. Done with this? Then 85. Now question number 85, no E is C is there. As no E is C is there, it is a definite negative conclusion. Now we have to check out the negative statement here. No C is D, this is tick and tick, and all D is A. Now no C is D, C should be as it is, D should go and E should come. Now relation between D and E. Now if you combine the third statement and the fifth statement, we can able to derive. This is cross and cross, middle term D distributed, and some no E is C. Now no E is C, it cannot happen because it is cross. Some E's are not C is true, but whereas no C is false. Hence first conclusion cannot be your answer. We cannot get the conclusions with the help of the first statement, because with the help of the first statement we are getting that some E's are not C's, but as here we have no E is C. Then coming to the second one here, now in the second no F is C is there, no F is C. Now C should be as it is, F should go and E should come, E and F, all E is F. Now this is tick and cross, now this is tick and tick. Now what is the middle term here? Middle term F distributed. Hence E as well as C, both these two are tick and tick, we get only no E is C. Isn't it? No E is C is true. Then what is the first one here? Some F is A. Some A is E. E is F. If you combine these two, this is cross and this is tick, middle term distributed, some A is F is definitely true. Hence with the help of choice 2, we can able to derive the second one. Done? And the next is quant. And the remaining questions, if there is time, we'll discuss in the next class, isn't it? Input output. Input output 96 to 100. Now 96 to 100 input and output. Now in this input and output, tell me what is the information here? Now 461528654217, this is what the information given. Now first we are getting 54. How will you get 54 with the help of the first and the third blocks? 4 into 6, 24. Next 4 into 6 is the product of these two. What is the product of these two? It is 24. And the product of these two is 30. Now this 24 plus 30 is 54. And coming to this one, 1 into 5 is 5. 4 into 2 is 10. 5 plus 10. 5 plus 10, what is the number here? Now 1 into 5, 4 into 2 is 8. 8 plus 5, 13. Isn't it? Next one, 2 into 8 is 16. Now here 1 into 7 is 7. Now 16 plus 7, 23. The product of the numbers each block is added. 1 and 4 is added, 2 and 5 is added, 3 and 6 is added. Clear now? Then the next one. Now this is from input to step 1, from step 1 to step 2. Now 5, 4. Now the product of these three numbers, if you take 5 into 4 into 1 is how much? 20. And the product of the next three digits, 3 into 2 into 3. 9 into 2, 18. This is the next one. Clear? 20 and 18. Next one, 20. And how do you get this 20 here? 2 plus 0 is 2. And 2 square is 4. 1 plus 8 is 9. 9 square is 81. And finally 4 plus 81, this is 85. Done? The second step the IP undali. Isn't it? The product of the first three numbers and the last three numbers. Clear? Let's work out the remaining questions. I'll explain afterwards. And if you could not able to follow the tick and cross method, again in our class we'll discuss about that one. Because most of the students are new students. Now in target events, I'll explain that one in detail. Okay? Tick and cross method. Okay?